It's time now for Senior Helpers, and we have the owner, Sheree Ellingson. And today we're talking about dementia and Alzheimer's disease, some of the things to look for. So thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
You know, this is one of those subjects that it seems like we're constantly learning new information as research continues to really bring this into the forefront.
Yes, yeah. It seems to be more prevalent as the years go by.
Okay. Any idea why? Because in your line of business,
there's a lot of study, but there's no definite thing except for hits to the head.
Okay.
If you fall and hit your head several times, you can be sent into dementia. There are all different types of dementias that go with diseases such as Parkinson's, strokes. Sometimes having a pacemaker put in your chest can cause dementia as well. Our office is a certified senior GEMS office, which what that means is we are trained, everyone in our entire team is trained on the different levels of Alzheimer's dementia, what you can and cannot do for a person, how best to help them to feel productive every single day. And that's what our main focus and gear is that no matter where you are in your disease, there is help for you.
Okay, and the way your office works is you actually, help the families, but you also can go to the homes of people who need it, as in your name would suggest.
Our main thrust is home.
Yeah, senior helpers. Let's get into some of what you do along these lines, because so many of us maybe have this in our families, or we know somebody who is suffering from it, or maybe a neighbor. What can we do to help them? What should we know?
First off, if you are the daughter, especially the daughter, or the son, and you're frustrated because you're like, Mom, I told you 10 times that we have a doctor's appointment today, and you're like, oh my God, I can't deal with this. There's a sign for you that you need help. Okay. You're not dealing well with the situation. That's what we help you with. I can educate you, and we help you all the way along. We can help you understand what's going on with Mom. Why is she acting the way she is? And it always goes through, and if you go to the Alzheimer's Association, it's a great fund, but the doctors will usually tell you, oh, your mom has mild or medium dementia. They usually never say anything beyond that.
Okay.
And so what does that mean to you?
Sure.
But what we have is actually GEMS, and within the GEMS, it tells you the characteristics and traits of every single stage of Alzheimer's dementia.
Okay, so when you say GEMS, and I'm looking at this right now, there's sapphire, like as in a real gem, and that would be normal aging.
Normal aging.
Diamond,
emerald, amber, ruby, and pearl.
Okay, so and each one of them takes on some kind of a significance.
Yes.
Is this something that's industry-wide that people should know? Because I've never heard of it.
Only senior helpers.
Okay.
We are trained under Teepa Snow. She is nationally renowned for Alzheimer's dementia. She came up with this program, and we followed the program. So when I'm talking to my staff and I said, this person is a diamond that we just took on as a client, they know exactly what that person can and cannot do. And then when we put a caregiver in place, they also know what they can and cannot do for that person.
And I see it on your website right there, Why Senior Gems. And it's basically, as you're looking at your screen right now, it's just a little box, but it has a circular kind of thing. And that's what you have in your hands right now. As you're explaining this to me, kind of show the camera so people can see. But it actually has like all of the different, and it's a wheel. So once you get to emerald, then you can kind of look at the characteristics, the basic characteristics, strategies that may work, strategies to avoid. And as you said, you took on somebody that was a diamond. So we go down here to diamond, and we have it again. And these are things that will help you help them.
Correct.
And I think this would be great to have also if we just wanted to have one in general. How can we get our hands on one? Because this is valuable.
Well, you will take that with you.
I will. I'm taking this with me. But but this is great. So and we can get these. This is helpful.
Oh yes, I will certainly send it out. There is also a DVD we can send to you.
Okay.
If you go to the website and say, hey, I want a DVD. It kind of tells you what's going on with the brain, why your parent is acting the way they are, that you think, I'm going insane. Why is it when I take them to church, they can say, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. But you can't get them to remember their doctor's appointments. There's a difference. There's a reasons why. And it kind of explains, Teepa kind of explains to you the reasons why each stage is different and what you cannot. can do.
Okay, so barring any kind of, maybe like you said early on in the interview, somebody hits their head, they fall, maybe that exacerbates the situation. If they have a stroke, if they're slightly oxygen deprived for a while, it can make, I would think, the situation worse.
Yes.
Besides something like that, just in general aging, do most people get this? Because it seems like we hear a lot about it.
No, the brain will normally just slow down a little bit. It takes a little bit longer to answer questions. It takes them a little longer to make a decision, and you just got to let them have their decision-making process. But that is just normal aging. Your brain does slow down just a little. But what we're talking about is where you go into a particular gem. You start with a diamond, and it is progressive. You will not die from dementia. You will die from your other disease, such as your heart problem or your Parkinson's. But with Alzheimer's is where you actually die from the disease itself.
Right, and if one of our dear friends had that, or her husband had that, and it really got to the point where it was in the latter stages of Alzheimer's, and they kind of forget the basic functions on how to swallow.
They do. That's towards the very end, and that's where you are a pearl. And it's very limited, is because a lot of times people will treat the body and forget about that there's a person inside.
Okay.
And that person will come out from time to time and let you, they'll smile or they'll interact with you for a minute, and then they'll go back into their shell again, just like a pearl.
Okay. All right.
So you have to know what's going on.
So this is great information. So what should we do if we're watching at home? The number on the screen, call
us. We'll be glad to help you. If you say, I want to get one of the wheels, just let us know. If you want the DVD, we'll send you the DVD.
I think that's great. Sheree Ellingson with Senior Helpers, and she has quite a bit of the area here in the west side of
Jacksonville. Duval, Clay, Nassau, St. Johns, and Baker counties.
Okay, very good. All right. Thank you so much for coming in, and we hope it helps.
I hope it helps too.
Okay, we'll see you next time. You bet.